And it's a big development that we're reporting on at this point in time, with Justice Varma formally getting de-rostered by the High Court. After India Today reported the judge on duty list, Justice Varma's judicial work has been withdrawn. High Court acts after CJI's no judicial work order. He has now been formally de-rostered. I'm going straight across to Nalini for more on that. There's clearly a big fallout of the cash haul controversy in Nalini. He's been formally de-rostered. What next?
Yes, Neha. In fact, when his name was mentioned in the cause list for the matters to be listed for hearing today, we were given to understand that the cause list was made according to the roster that was decided on the 17th of March, and there was no update on the roster yet. But now the Delhi High Court has officially put out that all the judicial work has been withdrawn from Justice Yashwant Varma under the current circumstances. This is, of course, coming in after the order that had come in from the Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, asking for the timing till the time the inquiry has still not formulated its report for all judicial work to be taken away from him. So he's not going to be hearing any matters today. He was supposed to sit in a division bench, which is a bench of 2 judges in the Delhi High Court today, to hear matters. There were even matters listed before his court, but none of those proceedings will happen now, and Justice Yashwant Varma will not be taking up any matters. Talking about the inquiry that has been set up by the Chief Justice of India, it is essentially going to be a fact-finding inquiry, basically to determine what is the chain of events and what really happened on the night of March 14th when the fire had happened in Justice Varma's residence and this cash was allegedly recovered. It remains to be seen what the inquiry panel comes up with. They're not going to be investigating anything beyond just the hard facts of exactly what the chain of events was, and for that they're going to be asking people regarding the contradictory statements that have been made by the authorities. They're also going to be authenticating the video that has been put out by the first responders who were on this scene of the incident, and they are also going to look into as to what call records have been there regarding Justice Yashwant Varma, who received a call from him, who he called the night of March 14th when all of this happened. So all of those facts in a report are then going to be presented before the Chief Justice of India, and it remains to be seen what happens once the Chief Justice of India receives that report. The reason why this is such big news, Sneha, is because remember, in the history of independent India, there has been not a single judge who has been officially impeached. There have been several proposals that have come out even into the media, even before the parliament, but the impeachment of a judge has not gone through. So the question on everybody's mind, especially from the legal fraternity today, is will Justice Yashwant Varma of the Premier High Court of Delhi be the first judge in the history of India to actually be impeached?
And I'm going to thank you for the moment, Nalini, getting us up to speed with those details. At this point in time now, the judge in question has been formally de-rostered, is what Nalini is telling us. All right, telling you more about the cash seizure at the High Court judge's residence. What is the 3-member panel that has been set up? Will be probing. What are they going to do essentially? They will be in fact talking to the first responders. Also, the events on the night of the recovery is something that they would be looking at. Verify location where the cash was burned. Authenticity of the video recorded, call upon staff security deployed at the judge's residence is something that's going to be looked at very closely. On the contradictory statements as well between the Delhi Commissioner, Police Commissioner's remarks as well will be studied, and also be looking at the access to the storeroom where the cash was stored, because remember the judge said everyone has access to it. Fire Services Chief's contrary statements on the cash that was retrieved. On the call records, in fact, the phone calls that were made by Justice Varma, his calls, remember, will be studied to determine what really happened on the night of 14th of March. Also, when the judge received information on fire at his residence, what did he exactly do then? What calls the judge made after receiving the information on the fire that had broken out at his residence?